Oh my! Switch to My Perks at Giant Eagle for free gas and free groceries. With My Perks, it's easier than ever to earn more perks in more ways. Redeem your perks for unlimited cash rewards with longer expiration dates. The rewards keep coming with birthday rewards, extra perk days, and more. A whole new world of perks is waiting. Switch today at gianteagle.com/myperks or download the Giant Eagle mobile app.
In the time it takes you to listen to this ad, almost 3 million gallons of water will have flowed over the deck at Niagara Falls. And when that deck needs to be protected from all that water, it's sealed with America's recognized brand in water protection, Thompson's Water Seal. Oh look, another 100,000 gallons. Weather protected, water sealed. Thompson's Water Seal. Trust the seal. Available at a retailer near you.
Hey. Hello. Hi. True Crime Kent here. Now I know what you're thinking. Man, I wish more straight white dudes would start a true crime podcast. Their voice just isn't represented enough in this community. Well, I've got good news for you. I'm straight as hell, whiter than Moby, and I sound like Larry the Cable Guy had a one-night stand with Dolly Parton. In True Crime Kent, we'll do deep dives into what most would consider the odder examples of true crime. John Wayne Bobbitt and his missing schmeckle. Carl Tanzler and his obsession with a corpse. Or how about that time a man from Colorado welded 2 tons of steel to a bulldozer and then used it as a chaos machine to bring his town to its knees? Yep, we've covered it. We made fun of it. We came, we saw, we ate burritos. Hell, we got hate mail. So join me and my trusty co-host, the operator of 911 calls fame, and let's go down a smelly, blood-filled rabbit hole together. This right here is True Crime Kent.
I see across the glass that Eric Zane popped in. Now, for iHeart West Michigan, Zane is on Big 101.3, and he's well known for the Eric Zane Show podcast, which is heard, I think, weekday mornings whenever he wakes up. And he has hundreds of thousands of people and millions of podcast hits. Just search Eric Zane Show podcast wherever you download podcasts. If you are in prison, it does get past local, state, and national prison firewalls.
Yeah, well, we actually have a network now. I don't know if you knew. You didn't hear about the prison network? County and federal
I didn't know that.
establishments, they have found that inmates respond well to it, and they seem receptive.
Did you just fart when you came into this room?
I beg your pardon? No. Oh, my God.
I'm not lying. I heard something.
No,
then I did the sniff test when I turned to you, and I'm about 5 feet away from
Brett,
you.
did I smell when I was standing
I
next to
don't
you?
know,
No.
man.
I don't know.
You tried one of the sneakers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bill, I'm really shocked that you would ask me that. I mean, is this...
It reeks. Did you put on underarm deodorant today?
With your new surroundings, you've really let go of the reins of this show, and that's good. I think that asking me that question is something you would never have asked me in the past.
Well, because the smell was kind of overwhelming.
Yes.
I lost my... If the smell causes me to lose my train of thought,
yeah,
I think I have a right to ask.
I agree.
Live or recorded.
I'm happy you did. I'm very happy with this new direction of shock.
Well, it's not shock. It's just like my nostrils feel like I just sniffed ammonia or something.
Well, okay.
My God.
What'd
you eat for lunch? Because we're at about the 4 hour.
I had some guacamole, Bill.
Oh, okay.
And
well, that explains it. We don't need to discuss it anymore. Eric Zane Show podcast. Search it wherever you download podcasts. Also, he's the voice of X's and Bros. You hear weekday mornings.
Yeah.
On 96.1 and across
cake.
the Michigan Sports.
High price cake.
He's also the PA voice of the Grand Rapids Gold. The 5 or 6 of you that show up and watch those games, you hear Eric. And
a little off on the number, but okay.
How are they drawn? Seriously, they're the G League affiliate now that the Pistons moved to the Motor City and play in front of 20 people. You get the G League here at Deltaplex, which is a great organization. I love Trey and the crew.
I think
they're drawn well.
Our best nights is Friday nights, and it's crazy, but $2 beers, $2 dogs.
Well, the Griffins. That's how the Griffins build a brand, right?
And I think that you start there. Start with feed them, give them something to drink, and off you go. But the action is incredible. I love the athletes.
Stauskas were you there when he had?
I was there.
Was it 57?
53.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, no, it was 57 and then 43. You were right.
You were there? The 100 points?
I was there.
Was he nice to you?
He's great. Yeah, everyone on that team is fantastic.
You see, he got a 2-year deal with the Celtics.
Yeah. He, I haven't seen how he's done, but that was spectacular.
He hasn't scored a point since he talked to you.
It's because I smell like...
We have 57 and 43. Now, the Grand Rapids Gold are the Denver Nuggets.
Correct.
G League team. The Pistons G League team moved down to Wayne State University, and just a big draw mecca there for a G League team.
Correct. Yes.
And Ben Wallace left being a part of the Drive, and now he's part of the Pistons front office. So they probably try and schedule their Friday nights then when the Wings top farm affiliate, the Grand Rapids Griffins, aren't at home.
Yeah.
Across the street over at Van Andel Arena. Right?
Sure. Give. They don't want people having to
and you're
choose.
You're the PA voice of the Griffins too.
I'm lucky to do that for 17th year.
You are. You are so good at that, man. I'm serious.
They give me a freedom to be flexible in the things I say in the commentary and, joking on the big screen. They let me do whatever I want, and they're awesome.
I heard Kaiser getting ready. I think he was calling a game on. They carry on the Griffins games on 96.1
right.
and Wood FM and Wood AM 1300 106.9 here in Grand Rapids. And I'm driving home one night, and it's a pregame close to. They maybe going to drop the puck at 7, whatever it is. And Bob Kaiser going, all right, thank you, Larry Figursky. We're going to get into our starting lineups presented by Huntington Bank. And in the background, I hear you go, ooh, moo. I'm like, what? Can't even hear Kaiser.
Poor guy, yeah.
You are so good at that.
Thank you.
I hope they're paying you enough money. If they're not, start holding up.
Oh, no, they take care of me. They're a great organization.
No, you're too nice. You do stuff.
They're very kind.
You do not demand market value. I've been around you enough, on air, off air, where you need to hold your line.
Well,
Kaiser's making 6 figures.
He should. Okay. If that's true, he should.
That's true.
That's good. I encourage. I'm just a contracted voice.
Figursky's just $70,000. That's still good for a part-time job.
What is this? Are you an agent? Are you is this like Jerry Maguire?
I'll cut a deal right now. Is that what this is? We'll get a deal.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not holding out.
Show Zane the money.
I'm not holding out. I'm very happy with what I do.
No, you are really, and your podcast has just evolved.
Well, we're up to 50 or 60 now, a show, Bill, that are watching it on Twitch. And I know you're all about Twitch, Bill, aren't you?
I hate Twitch. Who watches that? Nobody does. Who sits down? Okay, I'm going to say with your podcast, I can see, because you build a loyal audience before free beer and hot wings bent you over and sent you out the door, is that you have built such a great audience. I'm serious that they're loyal to watch.
They're criminals.
But when somebody off the street's just going to sit down and watch a podcast, who's doing that? Maybe Joe Rogan, right?
What
podcast do you watch besides your own?
None. Not a one.
I don't.
Not a
none.
one.
And we're not the old guys saying, "Get off my lawn."
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Watch one.
I'm glad they do. I'm glad that if I have something to say, if one person hears me, it's worth doing, in my opinion.
How many ads have you clicked on a podcast?
None.
Not a
one.
All right. That's what we're the old guys. Brad, how many podcasts have you watched in the last week?
He's an OnlyFans guy.
Wouldn't surprise me. How many?
He's gone. He's laughing so hard he disappeared.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Hi, everybody. Zane, Bill Simonson.
He's got his own page. You could look up Brett, and he's hosting. Well, he's making money doing this, Bill.
If there's 2 followers on that.
Yeah. I know it. It's a deviance.
I know.
It's a horrible thing.
I know.
But he says it's because you don't pay him enough.
Okay, whatever.
That's awful.
Eric Zane Show podcast, wherever you download podcast. Voice of X's and Bros. He starts every hour with Anthony Bellino on the Michigan Sports Network. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. on 96.1 The Game.
It's all built by Marty Boomer, and I'm lucky to be part of it.
It's Boomer, whatever it takes with the Michigan Sports Network. You're really working in good graces to get your show syndicated on the network.
What?
That's the next thing. How are you not, okay, I'm being honest here.
Okay.
Across all of Michigan, where we, stretch 19 stations, right, and reach, is that how are your talent, how are you not doing a morning show anywhere?
Well, everybody says I'm washed up, and I agree.
Who says that?
I don't know.
Besides your wife.
People online, they insult me and they say I'm washed
really?
up.
Welcome to the club.
And
so, by the way, it's led by you.
So I am washed up. Now that means I'm slinging oldies. I'm slinging oldies on 101.3.
Big 101.3.
Yes.
Do you go by Eric Zane?
I do. America's greatest oldies station.
How are you not easy on 101.3?
You want me to be? No. I will be. I dedicate songs to you. I dedicate songs to you. Like
your obsession with me really goes over the line. Can we go back to everything sports? You just try and entice your audience. Like, my God, if no one ever listened to me and then they just looked at your Twitter feed, they would think, is Hannibal Lecter doing the huge show weekday afternoons at 3?
Well, I'm still trying to get you to resign over the Jared Goff thing, which, I mean,
you know what's going to happen? Goff is going to end up getting dumped after June 1, and Baker Mayfield's going to be the quarterback.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden, I'm going to live with, your guy didn't last but one season.
I hope not. I don't want Baker Mayfield.
He's whining too much. Doc had said he's a crybaby and the team doesn't like him.
He is. Goff loves his life right now, doing I don't know if he loves his life, but he's happy there. And Baker Mayfield.
Have you seen his beautiful girlfriend? And he's making $30 million a year.
There you go. And Mayfield, he's hitting on chicks. There's been 2 incidents now. Mrs. Mayfield is furious with him.
Well, and also Baker out of Cleveland means no more progressive commercials.
Yes, right.
With the Cleveland Stadium. Eric Zane Show podcast, seriously, wherever you download podcasts, it's this side of Rogan.
It's terrible.
The podcast is called Washed Up with Eric Zane.
That's exactly right, and I am, and I'm happy.
No, you're not. You look relaxed and happy.
You
do.
Well, I have the freedom to say things that I wouldn't normally say on the podcast.
You look happy. Your podcast sounds awesome. Your work with the Grand Rapids Gold, the G League affiliate for the Denver Nuggets, the Wingstop Farm affiliate, the Grand Rapids Griffins. I mentioned what you do with X's and Bros.
Lots of little things.
No, it's
lots
not.
Of little things.
It's all part of it.
Thank you.
And you're not washed up.
Thank you.
I think a radio station is stupid not to have you in the morning and just letting you entertain.
Well, you never know.
You're a man of the people. You represent the community.
51 years old. So I got there's a lot of gas in the tank.
There is.
But
you just said you were washed up. Make up your damn mind.
I'm being a smart aleck. But the problem is no one likes me. I have shot rockets at bridges. Okay. They're all burned.
No. Here's what I want. Trust me. What I want you to do on the way home is flip down the visor and look in the mirror.
Okay.
And ask yourself, could I treat people better? Could I not torpedo them on Twitter when they bring me on my show? Could I not just rip them as a human when they support me on Twitter, Facebook, and on a show?
You're talking about what I say about you on Twitter. I know that.
It doesn't bother me. I'm good with it. Eric, man.
I know what you're doing.
It's good to see you. Seriously.
Likewise.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Billy.
Yeah, Eric Zane Show podcast, wherever you download podcast. And when you're at a Grand Rapids Gold game or a Grand Rapids Griffin game, you know the voice. It's Eric Zane.
It used to be hard to find the exact auto parts you needed, and that meant spending a lot of time at swap meets. It's a different game now when you can order exactly what you need from eBay Motors. They have 122 million parts, so you can always find the right fitment. Spend less time searching and more time building with the eBay Motors app, or visit ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.